Sanjiv, Bhasin, are we in for another bumper announcement, or today's AGM is going to be extension of what we've heard in last couple of AGMs, both on the Jio business and also on the energy business?
Yeah, good morning. So last year was really a bumper year when impromptu Mr. Ambani announced a 1:1 bonus. I don't think we'll see a replication of that, but definitely if there is one stock which is headed towards the $100 billion mark, it is Reliance, and with more gusto now, given that crude is back, Jio is garnering market share day by day, and some of the other verticals like retail, the shale gas, the petchem, all the naphtha, all businesses now in prime position. The other thing, Nikunj, would be that we know that the capex now in the next one and a half year would be coming to an end. So return on equity and the road forward, because Reliance has a 5-year vision of what businesses it will be getting into in the near future, which is what we will be looking up to.
Is there anything which what could take the stock higher? Do you think something on retail, something on e-commerce? Any update on Reliance Jio? Because Sanjeev, there is always this romance which is centered in and around a Reliance AGM, because historically the AGM has been used as a big platform by the Ambani family to make announcements. Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani announced a bonus there. He announced the Patalganga expansion. The gas discovery was announced at the AGM. The Reliance Jio launch was announced at the AGM. The oil discovery was announced at that AGM. So I don't think we are in for a big bang launch of that kind. But in terms of an shareholder communication, what is the fine print which we should focus on?
Correct. So, like I said, last year was a bumper year. In 1 year, the stock has doubled. And I would now expect the road to be clear, that Reliance is at the forefront of everything on the business front, whether it's telecom, it is, oil and exploration. And what's the new gambit that they are looking out for? We know both the son and daughter team are very, very young. The e-commerce is gathering steam. Can there be some announcement on the likes of, what we have in the FANG stocks? And Reliance, truly, if there is a FANG stock in India, it is Reliance along with TCS and Hindustan Lever and Maruti. So I think that market will be looking out for some guidance of the near future. In the present scenario, I think 1,000, 1,050 would be the top for the time being. I don't see that getting done today, but I would say that, Nikunj, the thing is, after a long hiatus, Reliance has become a leader of the market. And that is a very, very prominent, position it has re-emerged to take. And now, given the aspirations, I think it will be, the next thing on the card would be to take up the market cap of TCS and, soar towards the 7 lakh crore market cap. I would expect the next 6 months, 9 months to be one of the best for Reliance on this, from here. And likewise, I said today we could hear some commentary on the road forward. How the return on equity will start to improve as the capex slows down, and what would be the new cash generation ideas which Mr. Mukesh Ambani is looking at.
Devin Choksi as well joins in with his opinion and what to expect at Reliance's 41st AGM. Devin, besides the expansion plans for the oil and gas business, the telecom vertical, a lot on the street are expecting that it's the e-commerce space that if Reliance has some material plans with, that's going to throw Reliance in a different trajectory. And CLSA in their latest note is saying that retail growth coupled with detailed e-commerce plans could drive a re-rating for the stock going forward. Do you believe that we could hear anything material in these two verticals? Devin? Okay, we'll just repatch Devin's line in just a second from now and hear out what exactly he has to say. But Sanjiv, just a call on the stock, assuming that there is some announcement that we hear on, Reliance's mainstay capex business, Jio plans, and maybe even a reference of the e-commerce business, maybe not an immediate plan, but just a hint of it as well. Do you think that's going to be enough to drive the stock even further from here?
So maybe today will be an aberration day. if you do get a rally, it will get sold into, because most people will not get the type of fillip they are looking in for. You know, last year was a humongous year in a 1:1 bonus. The stock had already run up, and today also in anticipation the stock is doubled. So I am not talking of today and tomorrow, but I am saying, Aisha, if this Nifty is going to go towards 11,000, which I think 11,000 and more in the next few months, then Reliance has to be the bellwether, which will be one of the erstwhile leaders. Yesterday itself you saw Reliance, Lever, Maruti chugging on new highs, and I don't see any let up in the trajectory of Reliance as far as the capex, as far as the expansion, as far as e-commerce, as far as, you know, they've got the entire gamut laid out. And now the surprise would be if some acquisition or some talk of a new venture could be in the offing. But, you know, given the size of a 1 lakh crore balance sheet, it would be very difficult for a small you know, reference to trigger a big rally. So I think it will be status quo, but definitely my target for Reliance is 1140 by the end of the year.